Hey guys, so today I have a figure review. I haven't done one in a long time just because there were certain My Hero Academia characters that I wanted from the McFarlane Toys series, but I don't know. Every single time I go online, if you wait too long to purchase them and you look online, the prices have become pretty gross, as in I wanted Shigaraki because he's like the main villain, but he's like almost $200 in Canadian online. So I really hate it. Like I went to Amazon and everything. It was super expensive to even buy him, to the point where it's like I kind of might not be able to get him, and the only way to buy like these figures is I'm probably gonna wait till like conventions happen, so like Fan Expo and stuff. But for the time being, I'm just gonna see if EB Games has any of them. So far, the only luck I have had is the new Kirishima, which has black sleeves. I have yet to do a review on him, but I'm hoping that I will. But this is the newest one that I could find so far. This is All for One. I was kind of on the edge of purchasing him, to be honest, just because he is a villain. I'm not really a big fan of villains, not because they're not good villains per se, but more so just because I don't like evil people normally. The only villain that really I liked was personally Dobby, but he is more of like an aesthetic thing rather than just liking his full-on character. So that's kind of the thing with him. But yeah, so this was $29.99, so almost $30 Canadian, which is a good pricing. But now if you look online, a lot of stuff is super expensive. Even Ochako, she is going for like almost $100 already on Amazon, which I absolutely hate. This, like, people always scalp and do weird pricings for them. And these aren't even super high quality figures, I would say. They're like around average to decent. So yeah, it's kind of sad seeing the prices. So I don't know if I'll get Shigaraki anytime soon. I'm not sure if I want Ochako. The only female that I have is Toru, and that's basically it. So yeah, but basically, this is All for One. The packaging is nice. It has a picture of the figure itself. So does it on the side. This is from McFarlane Toys, a Funimation, like, it's not a Funimation exclusive as you can buy it from Funimation, their website. It's Toru is the only one where you could only purchase it on the Funimation website, while this one is more so of just a you can just buy it anywhere, like EB Games and stuff like that. So this is a 7-inch figure. Let's get started on opening. I keep all the boxes, by the way, just because I wanted to have all the boxes. In case I try to move my figures around and I need to have them boxed up so that way they're safe. I normally open them from the bottom, which I know is strange, but it's just so that way the top looks fine. And also the bottom's easy to open. It just has like a seal tape and then you just open it. It's really humid in my room, so I'm gonna try to get this video done. Usually, like, I wouldn't mind sitting here doing like a review video or like drawing, but this is kind of why I've been postponing like making videos, honestly, because I've been busy at work, so I'm kind of tired. But also the fact that I have to sit here sweating because I turned off my fan so you guys don't hear the fan. But it's super sweaty because I don't have any AC. So this is the stand that I'm trying to get out. I'm not gonna remove all of the plastic so that way it looks like it's fine, but it's not. So yeah, I just keep every single packaging. So here is the my hands are super sweaty. This is horrible. Okay, so this is the My Hero Academia stands. Basically, this is the same plastic they use for every one of them. I did mention this in other reviews where some of them are glossy and most of them are matte now. So I guess the glossy finish for these stands was kind of like an old thing, but doesn't matter. Same thing either way, really. So yeah, he comes with one tie around his waist that I need to cut. So I'm just gonna cut that now. To be honest, I wish they gave him like, I guess it would be difficult, but I wish they gave him like 2 different arms instead of just having this massive hunk of an arm only as like his only aesthetic. But he doesn't really come with anything extra. It's kind of spooky. So yeah, so his arm seems super heavy, so I don't know how it will fare up in like standing. So first is his head. They sculpted his head pretty nicely for someone who doesn't have eyes. It like the wrinkles and stuff are really good. The wiring and all of his like mask thing is pretty spot on, even like how broken it is in certain parts. Now these are soft plastic, so they won't break easily. I always like McFarlane toys in terms of like if you're gonna drop it by accident or it's gonna fall off your table, these are more durable because there's like a lot of soft plastic going on, so that way it doesn't snap off. So yeah, so his head can turn right to left. It can't turn all the way around though, just because this part of his mask. And then he has his, trying to get my camera to focus, his big arm here, so you can move it up and down all the way around. Basically, the sculpting is really pretty. This is all hard plastic though, like even these pointy bits, they're a little bit soft, but not super soft compared to like his clothing. Even this is like kind of rubbery material, like it feels like it's like super squishy. Yeah, you can basically only move his arm around and that's it. But again, even like the detailing for his nails, the wrinkles, and all of these veiny, rocky pieces too, they're pretty good. His other arm can rotate all around, and then you can pivot it a little bit, so that way if you want like a specific way his hand should be, his arm should be, and then you can move his arm, his elbow up like so. Good range of motion for this arm, and most of the arms have a good range of motion. You can actually move it. I think this is double jointed. I said this in like a couple videos already, but I believe it's double jointed when you can have the elbow move in 2 places. So that way it looks more realistic with bending. And then move his hand around like so. He even got the little detailing on his hand and everything. His waist, it's underneath, which is a surprise because most of them, their waist thing is I guess their waist things are all kind of similar, but this one is less noticeable because it's underneath his tucks. But you can move his legs all around, and you can move his leg up. So this part you can notice that it's soft because it's bending with how his thing moves, and then goes back down. You can also fold his leg like So, the bending for the knee is really good. Also, he doesn't have that much clothing compared to other characters. So, when they bend their legs, they can't bend it this much. Especially, like, Ida, I noticed, like, his engine things really don't allow him to do that. So, this is something that's really good with figures. The only one that's, like, super flexible besides All for One would be, I would say Eraserhead, because he barely has like a costume with that much armor on it. So both legs you can move up like so. Pretty good range of motion. And then for his feet, you can pivot it all the way around. And then you can move right here for the tip of his toes. I'm not sure what pose I'm going to have him in. My only concern is that this is so bulky that I do see him leaning in a way. So I'm going to try to put it on the stand and see what happens. Also, his shoe has like, I don't know if you, yeah, you guys can't see, but there's like a little bit of the shoelaces going on, which is really nice. So yeah, I can tell like that arm is super bulky, so eventually he might fall over, hopefully not. But he's standing pretty good on his own, so at least he can stand. But I guess certain poses might be hard because it does look like he's cooking a bit. So yeah, but overall, I like the sculpting of the arm. It's pretty good. It's just super massive, to be honest. So I was hoping maybe they had a version where like you could put that on and then take it off and put on like a smaller arm, but I guess they just stuck with this and no accessories because his arm is super big. He's falling now, so that's great. Overall, I think I would need to use like this extra stand that my brother got for me. I don't know if it will work on him though. So he bought this from Amazon, I think, and it's just a plastic stand. The only thing is it's clear, so it's kind of meh. But like, I don't know if it's too big for his body, too small for his body. So supposedly the whole point is that you can lower it and put it around their waist. Something like that. I might need to keep that on like that for support because honestly he is leaning so much. Okay, but yeah, overall it's a good figure. The prices, they're all the same price to be honest, except for Toru, which is like $17. I still think she's a bit overpriced considering she's just shoes and literally friggin' like this. But yeah, I do prefer like these figures. The sculpting of the hand kind of gives it more value, but in the end, but I would say, is it my favorite figure? Probably not, because I'm really biased, but I really like Bakugo more and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's basically it. It's just a light review. I don't really do too intensive reviews. I wish there was a little bit more motion range for like his arm. It's kind of just like stuck in one place. You can only move it up and down. But other than that, the sculpting is on point and everything like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!